Guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the hair experience. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Holy smokes, it's a huge day. Today's video is not about that, but man, it's really got me pumped. It's a big staple for me, you know? Who cares to see me on YouTube? I guess 1,000 people thought it well enough of it to click the subscribe button. Man, that's just a huge deal. Thank you. I just want to tell everybody thank you for watching the videos, listen to my BS, and trying to have pretty hair. So, the ebook is out. I don't want to advertise through the whole thing. The ebook is out. It'll help you out a lot. Check it out. It's in the comments below. And just again, thank you. Today's video is all about hairline. This is 90%, maybe 95%. Of the big deal of the system. And I get a lot of people ask me, how do you get your hairline so good? And why don't you use tape? Why don't you use tape on the hairline? Okay. We're gonna start with why don't I use tape on the hairline? My experience with tape on the hairline is that tape is probably 1/4 to 1/2 of a millimeter thick. So the problem with it is it won't lay flat on the skin. So you put that tape, you put the lace or whatever you use, and then you put it to the scalpel. You've got something in between it, really just wanting it to pull that front leading edge up. Now, if you don't have an exposed hairline, tape that thing. Holy smokes, it'll make your life so much easier. Tape it. If your hairline's down like a Bieber thing, or just tape it. Tape it, please. But if you have an exposed hairline like mine, my experience has led me to day 1, day 2, it's starting to lift at the front hairline, which is epic fail, and we don't do epic fail on this channel. We do the stuff that works and looks good. Off to the second thing is, how do I make mine look so good? I don't know. What I have figured out, there's no right or wrong to this. What I have figured out is I looked at pictures of myself when I was younger, and I had a full head of beautiful, gorgeous, flowy hair, and it was like down to here, and I had the same style haircut, just not all poofed up and sprayed down. I went with what I had before that looked natural on me. So the thing is you can't go for a look that doesn't match your head shape, head type, what the creator gave you to put, that came out of your head to start with. If that makes sense, the best way to get the best looking hairline is to go back through your photos that you had in your adolescent to early teen years or early 20 years and really pick that picture that really resembles you at your best with your hair, and then try to duplicate that. That's going to give you the best hairline result that you can get. My hairline looks, I feel, as good as it does because I check it probably 3 times a day in the mirror, making sure it's all, you know, pushed down and nothing's crazy. I also, the bonding that I do really seems to, when the lace goes inside of it, it seems to just fall into the glue and it just fades away. The next thing is a system color that matches your head. Now, if you get a stock system, you can't change the color of the base. The base color is the base color. I have average to an olive skin tone, I guess. I'm a normal white guy. I'm not being racist, I'm just a normal white guy. So it blends well with me. Now, somebody with a super dark tan, maybe somebody that's got some Asian descent or something like that, it might be a little tougher. You won't see it, I really don't think, but that has a big deal to do with it. But the hairline is everything, guys. I mean, it's absolutely everything. The rest of this stuff in the back is all covered up. It's all covered up. There's nothing to see. You don't see it. I'm going to go on to bonding for a little bit because I got a picture from someone on Facebook, and I don't edit very well, so I'm going to try to put it in like right here. Okay, now that you see the picture, if you didn't see the picture, it means I don't know what the hell I'm doing with editing, but I'm trying. That's caused by applying the system before the glue is ready. Before the 5 to 7 or 8, 10 minutes, once you set that final layer of glue on, you have to wait for it. Have to wait for it. Or you're going to end up with what was in that picture, and it's going to be a mother effer to clean. Not cool, takes a long time, and it sucks. So anyways, back to the hairline. If the hairline is, when you trim the system, okay? Hold on, I'm going to grab a system. When you trim the front leading edge of the system, okay? Up here. It can't be as thick as it is back here, okay? So when you do that, when you first trim in that part of the system, you have to make sure that you go to the area that has the sparsely populated hairs up front, okay? And if you don't do that, you're going to get to this super thick stuff in the back, and then it's going to look unnatural. It's going to look like it doesn't make any sense. It's just going to look like this big fat line. You're going to hate it. So there's also a thing called plucking, whereas you can pluck each hair out to thin that area for more of a natural look. And typically a beautician would know how to do that. And a normal beautician, I would think, just a small little pair of scissors, or pluck the hair out one by one, but you're going to have to do it very carefully. I've never done it before. I've never had an issue. When I cut my hairline back, like as the hairline wears, you cut it back with your small little shears that you use. You're going to cut it back to get a fresh new edge on that lace. When you do that, the time that it's taken you to wear that area down, the rest of the system should have thinned out a little bit, so it makes that hairline just thin enough to look natural. So I'm going to touch back on those key points again. It's only as natural as your body was designed for it to look. So if you're trying to put hair on your head that's too thick, too dense, too light, too low, too high, it's just not going to look right. So look back at those photos that you have in the past and go, yep, that's about where it needs to be. Just kind of measure up. Just measure yourself up and say, yeah, that seems like about right. I usually do my hairline. I use my forefingers. I put it right in that little divot right there, just above the divot, and I kind of go up to here. I just did a reinstall last night, and I think I went about 2 millimeters high. You could probably see the tan line right there today. But that's all right. It'll tan over. Tomorrow it'll look normal. So that's what I got on hairline today. Please be careful when you're installing your bond that you do not put your system on before your bond is dry. That is a must. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. 1,000 subscribers. We're going to make it 10,000 subscribers. It's crazy. Anyways, ebook's available. Subscribe, please. It's super important to me, as y'all can probably tell. It's down there somewhere. Thanks so much. Questions, hit me up. I'm always here. You're always here. I'm looking out for you guys.